Yes. Constructing quality sentences. Starting in 2 minutes. Time. Write your problems regarding writing skill. Write your problems regarding writing skill. So 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Analyze yourself. Tell me your weaknesses. Concerning writing. Write all your problems related to writing. Whatever your problems are, write openly. Yes, all of you write your names. Write your first name and second name. Write all your problems. We are going to discuss about subject number 1. Number 2, we are going to learn about the verb. And then number 3, we are going to write about predicate. And we are going to write about sentence analysis. We are going to learn about passive construction. We are going to learn about simple sentences. If anybody is not serious enough, you can leave right away. Next one is we are going to write about complex sentences, because this session is going, how long I don't know. My sessions go even 7 hours, 7.5 hours sometimes. The maximum time is, because we are going into the depth of grammar. Okay, nobody is going to pay for this session. This is a free session. Nobody paid for this session, because out of my love, I am explaining all these things. You can invite any number of friends, because this is the last session, last free session. And you will not get such session in the next fortnight until the next batch. So that is 25th February. Until 25th February, there will not be any free sessions. So you can invite as many friends as possible. Third one, we'll know about complex sentences. And we'll know about synthesis of sentences. We'll know about conjugation of verbs. These are all grammar, okay? There are many doctors and many nurses teaching. This is not that type of points. These are not that. This is quality. Quintessential quality. Remember that. So we are going to learn all these things. The next one, fair draft. Fair draft. And last one is improvisation. Improvisation. These are the 12 points which we are going to focus on. These are the 12 points which we are going to focus on. Yes. So get up. The most important lecture. I have got some 6 comments now. Yes. Yes, all of you write your names, first name and second name. So constructing quality sentences. All of you first write your names, first name and second name, then write your problems, because I'm going to deal with your problems now. You should know what your problems are. Then only you can assimilate with these things. Very good. Points are coming one by one. So Anika Tasneem, Rahana Mukhtar. Very good. So if you have any problems, Varun Raj Makwana. So if you have any problems, just write your problems, because I'm going to deal with those problems. Every sentence which you write should have all these 12 points. Whatever I'm going to teach you now, this is not only for your writing, but also for your speaking. Come on, write down points. Yes, one by one they are coming. Paraphrasing and sentence. Construction, don't send direct messages. You can send normal messages because I cannot change every time. So passive voice and discharge advice paragraph. Atira, Vincimol, David, Noor, Leiby Justin, Manal Osman, Mantismane, Ranita, Roxana, Rehana, Rojias, Sebakotsa, Shabnam, Sibi, Suja, Cyril, Anika, Tasneem, yeah. Dr. Rashad is missing, okay. Yes. Shabnam says 11 and 12. Suja Chalam, very difficult to make sentence. I don't know how can identify patient, an unknown patient. Okay. Yeah, we are going to discuss. Yeah. There we are. Now here is the point. Here we have the points. Now let us see how we are going to write the points. Now let us take this point first. Hypertension. This is the point. Medical history, hypertension. So that is what we are going to do now. Okay, here we are. Yeah, write down. Yeah, let's take 30 more seconds. Write down your points. Yeah, I told 3 places are there. 1 place is already taken. Yeah, she requested now. And another is in queue. So there are only 3 places for doctors. And the 3 places for nurses. Yes. Right. Now let us take this one, hypertension. Now, no need to say about the medical history. You need not tell according to the medical history. Many people will write like that, according to the medical history. Why according to a doctor or a nurse? Anybody can know that it is medical history only. So no need to say. For the past 10 years means history. Hypertension means medical problem. So why should we say medical history? So how are we going to write this sentence? He or she, Miss Osburn. Okay, Miss Osburn has had hypertension for the past 1 decade. Now, what is this decade and why I wrote a decade? That's the point. Everyone knows, but we don't use. Okay, they will just write 10 years. Now, how to write this sentence? Miss Osborne has had hypertension for the past 10 years. Miss Osborne has had hypertension for the past 10 years. That is the sentence. Now the second sentence is, Miss Osburn has had depression for the past 2 years. Now here, yeah, yes, multiple visit. Yeah, we'll write all those things. Just write all the points. So the point is, how many of you want to write a letter? Number one. And how many of you want to write a letter of excellent quality? This is second one. And third one is, how many of you want to write a letter which makes the others wonder at your quality? So there are three types of letter. The first one is an ordinary letter. Second one is a special letter. Third one is an unparalleled letter. So these are the three things. Now you can just mention what you want, one or two or three. So my lecture will depend on your points. So if you want number one, I'll give only one. If you want number two, I'll give one and two. If you want number three, I'll give you 1, 2, and 3. So whichever best you will select. I'll give you all the three if you say 3. If you say 2, I'll give you 2. If you say 1, I'll give only 1. Then I'll not touch 2 and 3. That's what it is. Yes. Because I'm going to show you how to connect the sentences, how to improve the quality, how to tell it in a nutshell, how to present awesome quality. Okay. Now we have two sentences here. Hypertension, 10 years. Depression, 2 years. So this hypertension for 10 years means started 10 years ago. Okay. Diagnosed 10 years ago. So this was a problem, right? 10 years ago, 9 years ago, 8 years ago, 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year ago. Now also tomorrow also, after 1 year, after 2 years, after 3 years, after 10. That means this is called an ongoing condition. This is an ongoing condition. This is in progress. This is a never-ending problem. So you should know. That means this condition was in the past. This condition is in the present. This condition will be in the future. Now I am going to show you a lot of things. I'm going to tell you a lot of rules. Why Simon sir wrote this sentence 3 times? There's a reason why I am going to tell you. So this condition existed in the past. This condition is in progress in the present. This condition will be in the future. So from past, it is passing on to the present and it is going on into the future. That means it has all the 3 tenses here: past tense, present tense, and future tense. So such a tenses, you should have to write in present perfect continuous tense or in present perfect tense. So Miss Osburn has had. That means had, is having, and will have in the future. We don't know whether it will end or not. Okay, so that's it. This is not the person doing, this is the condition existing. So you cannot use it in the past perfect continuous, you have to use in the past tense. I have been teaching. For example, if I say, I have been teaching English for the past 35 years. I have been teaching English for the past 35 years. Right from the age of 18, I started teaching. That means I taught in the past, I'm teaching now, I'll teach in the future also. So I am the person who is doing the action, so it will be present perfect continuous tense. But here, this is a condition. This condition is not doing anything. The condition is just there. So you cannot use it in the present perfect continuous. You can use only in the present perfect tense. So now, this condition was, is, and will be. So here, this condition is repeated. This condition is repeated. This condition was in the past, is in the present, and will be in the future. This is how you are joining 3 sentences. This condition was in the past, is in the present, and will be in the future. So how are we doing this sentence now? Joining 3 sentences is like this. This is an ordinary sentence. This is, I'll write it like this. OS means ordinary sentence. OS means ordinary sentence. This is also OS means ordinary sentence. So there are 3 ordinary sentences. These are not simple sentences. These are ordinary sentences. Okay. Right. So now you're joining these 3 sentences like this. So first part we'll take it full because it is the first one. Then second one we will change only the new things. It is in the present. So when you are joining this one to this one, you'll put a comma. Is in the present. And and will be in the future. This condition was in the past, is in the present, and will be in the future. So three sentences are joined. When you are joining three sentences, the repetition will be eliminated. The repetition will be eliminated. Now here, you can see one sentence and you are using the word and. You are using the word and. When you are using the word and, that means this is a compound sentence. Compound sentence, CDS. CD. CDS. CD means compound, S means sentence. So because you have the word and. Now, I told you already. In the same way, here, hypertension, okay. Miss Osburn has had hypertension for the past 10 years. Miss Osburn has had depression for the past 2 years. These are the two sentences. 2 points join into 2 sentences. Now here you should know, right? Okay. Now here there are 2 sentences. Okay. Now see what is repeated here. Miss Osborne has had, okay. Now here we are taking the first sentence completely because it is the first time coming and there will not be any repetition here. And now from the second sentence you will see this is already there. And for the past is also there. And years also is there. So what are repeated? You are going to eliminate. Now this depression we will take and we'll put after hypertension. And here we'll put and depression. So hypertension and depression are related. They both are medical terms. So they should be side by side, joined with and. Second, please. They should be joined with and because they are two different things. And depression. Right. The concept is very clear here. So hypertension and depression, they should come side by side, joined by and. Next one, this 10 is very important information. And this is 2 is another important information. So hypertension before and depression is after and. So this 10 is related to hypertension. This 2 is related to depression. So first one should be first and second one should be second. For the past 10 and 2 years. So you are joining these 2 with and now. And here you have to say respectively. What do you mean by this word respectively? Respectively means the first one, that is 10, is related to hypertension. Now I'm showing you yellow with yellow. First one is, I'll give you color, that is red. And 10 is related to hypertension, that is red. Then depression is second one. Okay. That is green. And 2 is also green. So the first one is 10, the second one is 10, that is respectively. That means the first one, 10, is for the first one, hypertension, and the second one, 2, is related to depression, respectively. Respectively means first one for the first, second one for the second. That is the meaning. So this is an extraordinary sentence. This is an extraordinary sentence. So did you understand this, how to write this particular sentence? So I will just type one word, understood. If you understood, say yes. If you did not understand, say no. I'm very clearly, I explained, there is nothing not to understand. If you did not understand, that means you are not attending properly. I have peeled the skin of the banana and given you, eating is your point. I just require a yes or a no. Yes, half of the students said responded. What about the rest? Just hit the button, yes or a no, because I'm going to tell you many points. Those who are not actively participating, I have the right to remove them, no doubt. And I'm a serious person. I tell what I do and I do what I tell. That's it. I will not play the fool. If you're not really serious, then you have no right to stay on this platform, because this is a very serious platform. That's it. Okay. Now coming to the point. Yes. I'm actually testing you who is really very serious, so that if you are interested, I can give you a course. You don't know what I'm doing. If you want to attend a course, you have to be very sincere. That's it. Many people come to ask me, I'll not give. So learn properly and be very serious and prove that you are serious by responding appropriate. So here, if you have written, if you have understood, I'm going to give you one sentence. I'm going to give you an example. I'm not just teaching you, I'm going to make it. This is a training session, not a teaching session. I'm a trainer, not a teacher. I'm a teacher trainer. I'm not just a teacher. I taught English teachers how to teach English to the students. Okay, so I'm going to train you. Right. The first one is, yeah, I have learned English in 2000. This is first sentence. The next one is, I have learned. I want you to find out two mistakes in these sentences. I'm going to give you sentences. Okay. I have learned Arabic or French in 2010. Now there are two mistakes in this sentence. Whoever can give this sentence corrections, two mistakes I have done. Two mistakes are there. If anybody can point out those mistakes, I will give you one free class. I'm giving you 1 minute. 1 week of free sessions I'm going to give you. If you can identify the mistakes here. Yes, you can invite your friends. Somebody has sent a message in WhatsApp. We want to call our friends. Yeah, you can use. Right. The first one is when you tell in 2000, it is past tense. You cannot use present tense. So this is the mistake. This is the mistake. There should not be the word have. Have is present tense. If you are writing a time in the past, you should use simple past tense, not present perfect tense. I'm teaching you rules here. I'm teaching you rules here. Yes, that's it. I'm teaching you rules. So try to understand here very clearly. The point is why we should not use have. Okay. Have is present tense. Now I'm going to differentiate this one. I'm going to differentiate this one. Yes. All right. So now let us see here. Now 2000 is past. 2023 is present. 2054 is future. Now, how can you say what is past, what is present, what is future? That it depends on the time frame. That depends on the time frame. Yeah, that depends on the time frame. Now, what is the time frame to be precise? What is the unit of time taken for measurement? Time, what is the time taken for measurement? Now you can take a number of units. There are units like, you can say a day. You can say day. You can say hour. You can say minute. You can say second. You can say week. You can say fortnight. You can say month. Don't miss this session because this is the session for strength. So I told you already, I'm going to give you a free session. for 1 week. That is what I am giving now. This is not a 1 week free session, but every day 1 hour session, that is equal to 7 hour session I'm going to give you now. Whoever is interested, you can enjoy the feast today. These are the things which we are going to have. I already told you, this is a very special session. You can invite as many friends as possible. You are totally free, because this is a session which I give once in a month. Okay, month, year, decade, century, generation. Okay, yes. Now here, these are some units of measurement. If you say, now this will tell you time. Time is nothing, tense is nothing but time. Many people don't know what is tense actually. Tense is time. Tense is time. Tense is time. So tense is time. So present tense is equal to this time. Past tense is equal to before time. Future tense is equal to after this time. Everything relates with this time. This time is the most important thing. This time, everything is related to this time. What is the unit that you are taking? What is the unit of time taken for measurement? So that is this time. So for example, if you take 1 unit, let us take 1 unit. The unit taken is a day. So present tense is, the present tense is today. Or this day. Okay, the unit is day. So, one second. Now here, the unit is a day. If you are taking the unit day, the present tense is today, the past tense is yesterday, the future tense is tomorrow. That's it. Today is present because the day is the measurement. Today is present tense. Yesterday, 1 day before is past tense. If 1 day before is past tense, 10 days before also is past tense, 20 days before also is past tense, 100 days before is also past tense. That's it. All the days before are past, and all the days after are future. So this is how you will divide. For example, if the unit is month, then the present will be February. And the past tense will be January and all the months before. Even December 2022. And this is March. March future, April future, May future, June future, everything after is future. So before January is past, after January is future. So that you are dividing based on time. You are dividing based on time. So you are dividing based on time. If, for example, instead of day, you are taking year. Then if it is year, then present will be 2023, because many people don't know. That's why they are doing a lot of mistakes. 2023 is present, 2022 is past, 2024 so is future. Remember this one. So before is past, and if it is time, if it is moment, now okay. So that is instance. If it is instance, now is present, before is past, next is future. That's it. So this is how you divide the time. Then how can you tell, when you are telling 2000, how can you use have? Have is present tense, and have learned is present perfect tense. How can you use present perfect tense when you are talking about the year 2000? That's it. So this is grammatical mistake, a blunder many students use. So don't do such mistake. Yesterday he has visited. It's nonsense. Yesterday means you are based on days. Last week he has gone to, last week he has gone. What do you mean by that? It's not right. Last week is pointing about the previous week, a week which is finished. This week is present, so present tense should be only to this week, because you're talking week. You're using the term week. So when you're saying last week, it must be past tense and simple past tense. If you say this week he has gone, yesterday is this week. Yesterday he has gone, so you have to use present perfect tense. That's how it is. So that is the way how it is. So you have to eliminate the repetitions. Now here, Miss Osburn has had a depression and hypertension for the past 10 and 2 years respectively. This is the worst sentence. This is the first sentence, and this is a compound sentence because we are using the word and. We are using the word and. Remember that. So next one, let us take the next one. He has been taking antihypertensives for hypertension. He has been taking antidepressants for depression. So she has been taking. So she has been taking. He has had hypertension, okay, and depression. Now, right, Miss Osburn has been taking antihypertensives. Okay. Number one, Miss Osburn has been taking antidepressants. Okay. These are the two things. Now, this is repeated. Okay. So repeated will not take the one which is repeated. Miss Osburn has been taking antidepressants. Yeah. The first one you will take as it is. And the second one you will take from here. And you will add to next one which is similar. And you will join with and. Sorry. You will join with and. Now these two words, these two sentences now. Number one. So two sentences were made into one sentence. And these two sentences are made into one sentence. So now these two sentences, this is a compound sentence and this is also a compound sentence, which we are making a bigger sentence now. We're making it a bigger sentence. And here, Miss Osburn is repeated. So has had and has been taking. This is verb. You cannot separate. Okay. Has is already there. So you can eliminate has also. But many students confuse. So let it be there. If it is there also, no problem. Not there also, no problem. By default, it is right. Now I'm taking this first sentence as it is without any change. Okay. And the second sentence also I'm taking as it is. And I'm continuing here. Now here, I'm removing this full stop here and putting a comma. Okay. Okay. That is one. And this respectively will remove from here. And we'll put here. And here Miss Osborne will be removed. Okay. And here, and has been taking antihypertensives and antidepressants respectively. So here, this is the sentence. And if you want to use, you can use respectively here itself. And has been taking antihypertensives for the former and antidepressants for the latter. Now, what is this former and what is this latter? This is A grade sentence. This is why some of my students get A grade. There are students who got 9 out of 9 in IELTS, and there are students who got A grade in OET. That's what it is. Now, what do you mean by this former? How many of you have used this style, the former and the latter? Tell me here. How many of you have used in your real life, any time in your life, the words, the former and the latter in your speaking or writing on your own? Just to say, just to type your name, first name and second name, and make me feel proud of you. First and second name, use this. Who has used this one in your writing? This is an awesome quality sentence. This is an awesome quality sentence. Meera Manoj says writing only. Good. Anybody else who has used this one? Just tell me, please. Write your name so that I can be proud of you. that I have students who have used that one, which nobody else has written. Right. Now let us see here. Harjinder Kaur, good. It's not later, it's latter. Latter, not later. Latter. Latter. L-A-T-T-E-R, latter. Now the former and the latter, what is the quality of this one? We have to go to the father. Who is the father? Cambridge Dictionary. And who is the mother? OET, official website. We have a student of OET has parents. The father is the Cambridge Dictionary and the mother is the OET. Right. Now, mother provides the food and father corrects the child. Mother cooks food and mother teaches love, father teaches the discipline. Cambridge Dictionary is teaching you how to correct yourself. Discipline. Okay? OET is teaching you how to write your letter. That's it. Now here, the former, F-O-R-M-E-R. Former means the first one. Former means the first one. The former, the first of the two people, or two things, or two groups previously mentioned. See the big word. The former, the one word former means so much big explanation. The first of the two people, things or groups previously mentioned. Yes, we have already mentioned two things, hypertension and depression, or the two things mentioned. The former means hypertension, the latter means depression. We need not write the antihypertensives for hypertension and antidepressants for depression. So that means to avoid repetition, you are using these words. Those doctors who are really serious, who want to clear in the first set. There are many people who are dying to clear. I am literally crying in my heart. I have failed 5 times, 4 times. I don't want, there are many people who have written 4 or 5 times. I don't want to be one among them. I don't want to fool my own situation. I don't want to trouble myself. I'm here to help you. Yes. Make a decision. Today is the day. Make a decision. And tell me, are we together in this quest for knowledge? In this quest for knowledge, are you together? Are you with me? If it is a yes, I'm here for you. And whatever sentence I'm giving you, learn behind 10 examples. Recreate this knowledge. Revisit these sentences. Don't write 10 sentences on one day. Take this structure. You don't know what is the quality of this sentence. Every day, take one example. Instead of hypertension and depression, take some other diseases. Instead of Miss Osburn, take Mr. Lionel Ramamurthy or Mrs. Margaret Thatcher or Mr. Abraham Lincoln. Instead of 10 years, 2 years, you can write 20 years and 15 years. This is your promise. Your yes is a promise. Your yes should be a yes and your no should be a no. If you say, I want to do it, that's a promise. There is no doubt in it. If you say yes, a decision made, then I am with you. I'm already with you. I have given you a very wonderful example. Okay. And nobody, you might have paid 20,000, you might have paid 30,000, you might have paid 40,000. Doctors for full course pay 40,000. There is Dr. Noor who joined for full course. Nurses joined for full course. And nobody paid for this session. This is out of my love I am giving you, because nobody is interested to learn these things. Yes, no one has paid for this particular session. Because even if you pay double the amount, nobody is ready to teach all these things for you. Remember that. This is out of my passion I am giving you these things. If you are with me, do these things. Learn systematically. Miss Osburn has had hypertension and depression for the past 2 years, respectively, and has been taking antihypertensives for the former and antidepressants for the latter. This is one style of writing. Next, I'm giving you a listing of things. Okay. I'm giving you listing now. Miss Osburn has had Miss Osburn has had hypertension okay for the past 10 years. Miss Osburn has had hypertension for the past 10 years. Semicolon. Depression for 2 years. So Miss Osburn has had hypertension for the past 10 years, depression for the last 2 years. So now we are going to make a listing out of this one. Okay. And hypertension, depression, and asthma for the last 6 months. This is another style called a listing. You're making list of things. One, I have number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay. Number 1, number 2, number 3. So you can make a listing of things like this one. This is called a listing. I'll give you these types in the future lessons. So I just gave you an example here. Okay. These are higher order sentences because OET is asking us to make listing of things. OET is asking us lists in OET writing. Write lists more clearly with semicolons. I'm giving you this link. Go study. Go and study. Okay. I've given you the link. Afterwards, save this link and study. Listing, this is called listing 1, 2, 3, like that. Lists are a great way to organize and communicate information clearly to the reader. When writing about a patient's medication, a list is perfect writing technique. So I'm going to give you another listing here. Okay. This is listing for medical conditions. Now I am rating the listing for medications. Miss Osburn has been on or you can write like this. The current medications include colon. The current medications include colon, antihypertensives, okay, for antihypertensives for managing hypertension, antidepressants for treating depression, okay, semicolon, and XYZ for asthma or some ABC. So this is how you are going to write. You're going to write 3 different things. This is called listing. The current medications include colon. Colon means is equal to. Is equal to. So the current medications means the total medications. And these are the 3 individual medications. Here 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to total medications, that is equal to 3. So the current 3 medications include number 1 antihypertensives, and number 2 antidepressants, and number 3 etc. This is called a listing of things. Is the concept clear? If it is clear, say yes. I'm giving you about listing things. I'll give you further examples later. I'm just introducing these things. I don't want you to focus on everything today itself. I'm just giving you an idea so that you will write these things, and every day we'll have a class in our regular students session. Meera Manoj, Harjinder Kaur, Pranita, or Athira Vimala are our regular students. They're responding very fast. Athira, Harjinder, Pranita, Meera, you deserve because you have paid for these sessions. Rojia, then Sujachellam, Dr. Noor. Okay, all these students are my regular students. Write these terms whichever I am telling you, and it is your right to take these lessons every day from me, and I deserve A grade from you. You make me proud by getting A grade. You don't know, I'm not taking many students now. Earlier I used to take 7 nurses and 3 doctors. And for doctors, I'm taking only 3 doctors, but I'm taking nurses also, 3 only now. Because I want to focus on A grade students. I don't want ordinary students. I want students who are ready to learn A grade. If you fail getting A grade, at least you'll get B+, and you will not think about B grade. You are the persons, you are the students who are going to spread my name in the world. You are the people who are going to make me famous. How can I give you mediocre things? I want to be a loving mother to you and give the best things for you. So this is called a listing of things. Listing things. This is second one is listing things. The first one is improvising sentences. Improvising sentences. This is number one. And this is number two. This is number two. And number three is conjugation of sentences. Conjugation of sentences. Now, what is this conjugation of sentences? I'm telling you now. Writing two sentences, ordinary sentences, into 100 different ways. I'm going into the major part now, because this is the first thing. Listing things is not easy, so I will teach you examples later. Improvising sentence is not easy, so I'll teach you later. Conjugation of sentences is the best point now, so I'm going to give you these things now. I'm giving you two sentences now. How your conjugation. Now, what do you mean by the word conjugation? Conjugation means pairing up. Conjugation is a language, English language. Conjugation is a language. It is related to language. It is not a medical language. I'm not talking about medical language. Not biology. Okay, not science. I'm not talking about science. I'm talking about language. There is a special meaning for the word conjugation in English. Conjugation means a group of words that conjugate in the same way. Okay, right. Conjugation is a specialized usage. The way in which you conjugate a verb. Conjugation is related to grammar. The complete set of grammatical forms of a verb. It's not a joke. It's not ordinary thing. Okay, conjugation is related to grammar. A nurse or a doctor doesn't know this. Okay, there are many nurses and many doctors who are teaching. If you ask them what is conjugation, they cannot tell you. This is a noun. Conjugation is a noun. I've got too many admissions today. Okay, conjugation, I'm sorry, I'll call you later. Right. So here, need help with OET medicine. I'll get back to you later. Okay, so conjugation is related to language, and it is not ordinary, it is specialized. Only a language specialist can tell you. And here, conjugation is a noun which is talking the complete set of grammatical forms, grammar. Only a language expert can tell you. So remember this. It's related to grammar. And grammar is the glamour of English language. So right. So try to understand this very carefully. Okay. I'm going to teach you now those things. Number one. Yes, get ready for the show. And everyone should be ready with your papers and notebooks. You have to be ready with your papers and notebooks and pens and pencils, whatever it is. Better pencils so that you can erase and write again. Okay. Number one, I'm going to give you contrasting conjugation now. Contrasting conditions. Contrasting conditions. Contrasting conditions. What do you mean by contrasting conditions? Now, contrasting conditions means I am weak. This is a positive sentence. This is a positive sentence or a negative sentence. This is a positive sentence and a negative word. Positive sentence and a negative word. What do you mean by positive sentence and what do you mean by negative word? Positive sentence is a sentence which is positive, affirmative. A negative sentence which is negating, negation. Negative sentence will have one of these things. It will have a no, it will have a not, or it will have a neither, or it will have a nor, or it will have a nay, or it will have none, or it will have none. There are a number of words like this. No, not, neither, nor, nay, none, none. So this is a negative word, or with the prefix un, or with the prefix im, with the prefix im, impossible. Impossible. Okay, so let us consider this one. I will give you later. So I don't want to get you confused more. So no, not, neither, nor, nay, not, none, none. So these are the words which make a sentence negative. And then negative word means strong is a positive word and weak is a negative word. Weak has a negative orientation and strong has positive orientation. Okay. One which talks positive things, approved things. He is weak, is his disapproval. He is strong. Wow. That is positive. So weak is a negative word. Right. So this is how it is. The next one, the second sentence is, okay, is I cannot walk. I am weak. I cannot walk. I am weak. I cannot walk. Now I'm going to join these two sentences in a number of ways. In a number of ways. The first one is, I am too weak to walk. That means I'm too weak to walk. That means I cannot walk. I'm very weak. I am very weak. I am very weak. I cannot walk. These two are ordinary sentences. Ordinary sentences. They're just basic sentences. There are some students, if you ask them what is simple sentence is a simple sentence. That's simple sentence is a simple sentence. Yeah, simple sentence is a simple sentence, but it is not a simple sentence. It is a very special sentence. Not everyone can make a simple sentence. You can make a compound sentence, you can make a complex sentence, but simple sentence is a tough job. It's even tougher than complex and compound sentences. I am very weak. I cannot walk. These are basic sentences, ordinary sentences. Now here, I am too weak to walk. Now this is a simple sentence because here only one subject is there and only one verb is there. Remember that. And here you have a phrase, to walk. This is to infinitive. You are using a to infinitive. That means incompleted action. To infinitive means not completed. This action is not completed. This action is not completed. You are using a to infinitive. So it is becoming a simple sentence. So in a simple sentence, you have to use to infinitive. So if you use to infinitive, it becomes a simple sentence. Next one. I am so weak that I cannot walk. This is a complex sentence. This is a complex sentence. Why we are saying this is a complex sentence? Because there is a conjunction called that. There is a conjunction called that. And if you separate this one, I am so weak is one sentence. I cannot walk is another sentence. And this that is a subordinating clause. That is a subordinating clause. I'm so weak that I cannot walk. So that is a depending clause. Okay. So here, I am too weak means I am so weak. And in the same way, I am very weak, comma, and I cannot walk. So see this very clearly. See this very clearly. So the sentence which is common in all the places is called the main clause. A sentence which doesn't change is called the main clause. And here you have a to infinitive. Here you have a subordinating clause. And here you have a main clause. So this is compound sentence. This is a compound sentence. So how can you say that it is a compound sentence? And in a compound sentence, you will have the words, okay, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Fanboys. Remember the acronym fanboys. FANBOYS. Acronym fanboys. F stands for, A stands for and, N stands for nor, B stands for but, O stands for or, Y stands for yet, and S stands for so. So if you are using these 7 words, it is a compound sentence. These are 7 conjunctions. If you are using these 7 conjunctions, it will become a compound sentence. And if you are using other conjunctions, other than these 7 conjunctions, it is called a complex sentence. If you are using fanboys, it will become compound sentence. And if you are using non-fanboys means that which is not included in fanboys, it will become complex sentence. Yes. And if you are not using conjunctions, no conjunctions. So it's fanboys, non-fanboys, both are not used here. So no conjunction at all. Okay. No conjunctions, then it is simple sentence. You see, simple sentence is only difficult to make. Complex sentence, you just adding and compound sentence adding and complex sentence adding that. So it's very easy, but simple sentence only is difficult. So, did you have you got an idea? Differentiate what is simple sentence, what is complex sentence, and what is compound sentence. So compound sentence means fanboys, complex sentence means non-fanboys, and simple sentence means no fanboys, no non-fanboys also. That's it. That's it. If you have understood, say yes. Now this is called agreement, sentences in agreement. This is sentences in agreement. I gave you easy one before because contrasting will be different. I'll tell you later. First is agreement. Then second one is a disagreement. Sorry. First is agreement. I'll make it A. Agreement, sentences in agreement. Then we will make sentences. Now we are going to make sentences in disagreement. So this is sentences. This is sentences agreement means Yes, that is the meaning. That is the meaning. Sentences in agreement means yes, accepted. I'm very weak. Okay. I cannot walk. That's okay. I'm very weak. I am very weak. So what? I cannot walk. Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. You are very weak. You cannot walk. That's okay. I can accept. I agree. I am poor. I cannot pay the fee. Okay, I understand. Yeah, that is right. Okay. That's right. I'm strong. So what? I can fight. Okay, I agree. You are strong, so you can fight. So sentences in agreement. The second sentence is in agreement with the first sentence. The sentence which is in the second one, I cannot walk, is in agreement with I am very weak. But the same sentences will be in disagreement. How come? Now I am going to show you disagreement. I'm showing you sentences in disagreement. So sentences in a disagreement. How come? How come? You will be surprised. Sentences in disagreement. I am very weak. I can walk. You're saying I am very weak. How come you can walk? If you say I am very weak, I cannot walk means you'll say okay, but I am very weak. I can. How is it that possible? How is that possible? I am very poor. For example, Mr. Peter doesn't have money. Mr. Peter doesn't have money. Then he has a car. He bought a car. Mrs. Peter is very poor. He bought a car. How come? What nonsense are you talking? What coconuts are you talking? That means coconut is a hard nut. You cannot break it so easily like a ground nut. How come? That means you cannot digest what this fellow is telling. He's telling Mr. Simon is very poor and you are telling he bought a car. How come? That's a shocking, that's surprising. The sentences do not agree with one another. There is no matching. The sentences are mismatched. Some connection is missing. Then there is an explanation. He got a lottery yesterday. He found a treasure in his kitchen. Wow. Do you understand what do you mean by sentences in agreement? And now my question is the difference between agreement versus disagreement. Now, do you know what is the difference? If you understand, say yes. You should know how to differentiate these two types of things. Then only you can answer. Then only you can respond. Give me a yes so that we can move forward. Give me a minute. I'll prepare some tea. I'm giving you 1 minute. What new things you have learned? I'm giving you 1 minute. Write down what new things you have learned and how do you feel learning something different which you have never learned before. Why you deserve this quality? Why are you waiting for so long to learn these things? Give your statement. Yes, one doctor, he has sent money. Admission is confirmed. So 2 more doctors can take. Yeah. So 1 admission confirmed. So only place for 2 more doctors if anybody is there. Yes. Yes, of course. So here, now you can see. I want to see who is there. Anika Tasneem, referred by Dr. Noor. Athira Vimala, regular student. Bless Jose, regular student. Noor Alam, regular student. Leiby Justin, very good. My regular student. Meera Manoj, regular student. Nasra Muhammad, regular student. Pranita Pamarti, regular student. Shabnam, prospective student. She is going to take admission. The next one, 1 month course. Who is that? Yes, one more admission confirmed. Who is this? Shabnam. Yeah, Shabnam confirmed. Sir, I will take 1 month course. Okay, confirmed. Okay, you can register. Yeah. So, next one, Pranit. Okay, Sujachalam. Yeah, 2 admissions are confirmed. Yeah, Shabnam, you can register. You can pay the amount and you can join. So then next is Sujachalam, regular student. So only 1 more place is there. Somebody from USA or Canada, I don't know, +1. They have sent another message. So if he pays, yeah, I will send you the account details. No problem. I'll give you a link. You can pay there directly. Yeah. Or you can send me Wise account or online. You can send me. I will tell you. I'll send you a link. You can pay it there. Yeah. So last 1 admission is there, but the requests are there. I did not have time to check. So by today night, doctors' admissions will be closed. Only nurses' admissions will be remaining. Yeah. So if no nurse is taking, then I can give admissions for doctors only. Yeah, I am very weak. I can walk. Now here, I am very weak. I cannot walk. That is different. I am very weak. I can walk. Now these sentences we are going to write. I, in spite of my weakness. This is very difficult to write. It's not so easy. In spite of my weakness, I can walk. How come? That's a surprise. How is that possible? How is that possible? So this is a simple sentence because you have only one subject, I can walk. I. This can also be written like I can walk in spite of I can walk in spite of my weakness. It is the same thing, but there are two different qualities here. There are two different qualities here. This is a sentence anybody can talk, but this is a sentence which is giving importance to the condition. So this is more valuable than this sentence, second sentence. Right. Next one, despite my weakness, I can walk. This is also a simple sentence. I can walk despite my weakness. This is also a simple sentence. Right. Okay. Now, this is the way how you have to walk. So you are using in spite of. If in spite of is there, that means it is a simple sentence. If you are writing in spite of in the middle, you will not put a comma. But if you are writing in spite of in the middle, beginning, you will put a comma before I. That is the rule. That is the rule. Right. Next one is complex sentence. This will also be written like this. In spite of being weak, I can walk. I'm telling you, number of styles are there. Number of styles, never-ending styles. In spite of being weak, I can walk. Okay? I can walk in spite of being weak. Okay? So like that. So this, I don't want to extend too many things. Right, next one. Though I am weak, I can walk. This is complex sentence. The same thing will be, I can walk though I am weak. When though is in the middle, right? So you have to learn all these variations so that you can, okay? Right. In one sentence you use though, in one sentence you use despite, in one sentence you use something else like that one. Right. So this is also complex sentence. Now instead of though, you can use although. Instead of though, You can use although. Now, what is the difference between these three things? Next one. Now here you are using even though. Now here, what is the difference here? Though is, okay, a conjunction. Though is a conjunction. Although is a compound conjunction. Even though, two different words. Even though, two different words. So this is the way how you are. These are complex sentences. So complex sentence will have though, though, though. So next one. Right. Compound sentences. I am weak, but I can walk. This is compound sentence. You can use any way. I am weak. I am weak. Okay. I am weak, yet I can walk. Okay. And there are similar sentences, other things also. Okay. I am weak, full stop. I am weak, semicolon. However, okay, comma, I can walk. This is different style. However weak I am, I can still walk. So this is the way how many different styles you can use. So how to join two sentences, contrasting sentences. Earlier I told you how to join sentences in agreement. Now I have taught you how to join sentences in disagreement. Okay. Right. Is it clear? The second variety, disagreement. Is it clear? Is it clear? Just type a yes. Because now I am going to show you degrees of comparison. Degrees of comparison. Next, fourth one. Third one is conjugation of sentences. Now I am going to show you fourth one, degrees of comparison. So now, with your kind permission, I don't know how much time is over now. Can somebody tell me how much time is over? Please, I don't know. When I start teaching, I don't know what is going on. Dr. Manik. Okay. Test date, please. Yeah, I'm finishing off the third admission also. The doctors. Yeah. So how many? Can somebody tell me how much time is over till now? When did we start? Who was the first one? When did I send the message? What time did I send the message? What time did I send the message? What is all this? This is previous session, I think. Yeah. What time I sent? 22, 29, 10 o'clock. Yeah. Before this one, I had another session. Nah? I was thinking that one. Okay. 9:48. Okay, 10 o'clock. Okay, fine. Right. So it is already 10, 11, 12, 2 hours. And previous session also was there. So I don't know if you are tired or not. So the previous session started at 7 o'clock. So in between we had 7 to 12, 5 hours. In between we had half an hour or 40 minutes break. So almost 4 hours is done till now. 2 hours first session and 2 hours second session. So yes. Now I'm asking you one question, all of you. I'm asking you one question. Just I want to know, I'm testing this question to test you. Okay. Yeah, I am younger than you all. Okay. I'm a child. Okay. I'm a child. I have a lot of energy. Old people, Shakespeare story, 7 ages of man. Old, sans teeth, sans everything is a second childishness. I'm very strong, stronger than you. My energy will be double as the night goes on. So I told you already, my sessions will go till 7 hours, 7.5 hours, 8 hours also. So I don't know how your caliber is. Before that one, I just want to test you. So shall we, not heads off? You want to kill me, Pranita? Hats off. Hats off, not heads off. You made me smile, you made me laugh. Wonderful. It's hats off. When somebody does something marvelous, you remove your hat and bow your head. That is called hats off. That means honor, respect. It's not heads off. You want to slaughter me, you want to butcher me. What do you mean, Pranita? You have to be very careful with your words. Okay, no problem. You don't know, so that's why you told. Shall we continue? This is number one. Or shall we call it a day? Shall we call, not hats, H-A-T-S. Shall we call it a day? So A is continue and B is call it a day. So we can continue tomorrow also, no problem. Your wish with rejuvenated, okay? Not H-A-T apostrophe. H-A-T-S, that's all. Hats off. Okay, let us learn one word. Many people don't know how to use this. She knows the usage. Hats off to someone. Means said to praise and thank someone for doing something helpful. Means I appreciate you. Hats off. This is the word, hats off to somebody. Yes. Hats off to somebody. It's an idiom and it's old fashioned. Old fashioned. Nowadays, nobody is using that one. Old fashioned means nowadays, nobody is using. Outdated. Outdated. Okay. So fine. Yeah. Type A, outdated is one word, Shabnam. Outdated is one word. Outdated is one word. Yeah, tell me all of you. Outdated is one word. This is outdated. Yeah. All of you, come on fast. Because the lecture which is going to come is very powerful. Very, very powerful. Do you have the stamina to withhold it is very important. What all I told you is one thing, and what I'm going to tell you is another level. It is 3 times the powerful because these are degrees of comparison of adjectives. I don't know whether you have heard about it or not. Degrees of comparison of adjective. Dr. Sarah, another admission. I took it already and reading was horrible, mentor. I wouldn't wait for the results. I'd sign up for the next one. Will not listen to me without telling me she went and read the exam. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Anybody wrote A? Yes. Jaisil Neville. Okay. Count number of A's. Meera Manoj, count number of B's. Maximum MB, maximum A. Right down, which is the maximum? Meera Manoj says maximum B. So we will call it a day. Call it a day. This is an idiom. It is C2 vocabulary. That means not everyone can use this style of use. Call it a day. It is informal. You cannot use it in OET. Never use this in OET. It's just friendly. You can talk with your friends, but you cannot use it in OET. Don't use it in OET because it is informal. It is C2 vocabulary, but it is informal. So don't use in formal occasions, like talking to a patient, talking to a doctor. Don't use it. Friendly, you can talk. Sometimes you are friendly, you cannot. Okay. So, yeah, that's it. Now, recall. Yes, sir. Yes, Shabnam, I'll message you. 1 minute. Hold on. Recall the day's session. We had 2 sessions of writing. Recall the day's sessions. 2 sessions. And write what you gained in the sessions. Recall what you gained in the session. So tomorrow morning, yeah. Shabnam, I'm confirming your admission. I'm holding your place. You can get back because tomorrow morning your session commences. So finish it today itself so that I can start the session tomorrow with you. So that I can discuss tonight because tomorrow again I'll be busy. Shabnam. Yes. Bank details. Yes, sir. Dr. Shabnam, did I talk to you? I think I talked to you and you promised me. Yeah. Okay, I'm giving you. You promised me already. You promised me already. So I am giving you my bank details. Why more from UK are coming today? You are living in UK and you want my classes. I don't know. UK people want more. Yeah. So the course fees is here for 1 month. Where is the course fee? Yes, here it is. All batches. So if anybody nurses is interested, you can get back to me. Only nurses places are there. But if I will wait till 1 day tomorrow, and if nobody is interested in nurses, then I'm going to give doctors only those places also. So yeah, store. Yes, store all. So medicine crash course for 7 days is 12,000. Medicine crash course for 7 days is 12,000. Then full month course medicine is intensive course for full month is 25,000. This is nursing, no, not this one. Medicine full course is 40,000 for 100 days, but you don't need 100 days. Yeah. It is 25, 32, and 40. 25 for 1 month. So that means crash course is 1 week is 12,000. But for if you are taking for 1 month, it will be just 25,000. All the 4 skills. And Shabnam, you have to write 2 letters because you are a fresher, okay? And you promised me that you will do that one. Because writing is very tough, and reading you have to attend all the sessions. Yeah. Yes. So, and you will not work for this month. Shabnam, can I unmute you? Can I unmute you, Shabnam? Where is Shabnam? Unmute. Yeah. Unmute, Shabnam. So you said you are not working, but before I want a promise that you are not going to work for this full month.
Yes, sir. Because I'm jobless now, so I'm searching for job attachment. I already got.
What
But
you
I
are
want to.
jobless? I'm giving you a big job.
Yeah, this is very. Yeah, you're right. Of course, this
And
is
I
too
am going
much
to train
hard
you
work.
for grade A. So do full day with me, okay?
Okay, I promise.
You study for 4 hours or 6 hours or 10 hours or 12 hours or 18 hours. It is the same fees. Take the maximum benefit of it. Is that a promise?
Thank you so much, and I promise. Yeah, I drop my
Yes.
kids to mother's masjid, and I came with with this Zoom meeting, and I was listening
Yes.
continuously.
Yeah. Okay, fine. That's
Thank
why
you.
I did not give you admission when you asked in the afternoon. I wanted to test
Yeah,
you. I
yeah.
tested you that you are attending everything. After seeing
Yes.
you 100% attendance, that's why I'm giving you. Okay.
Thank you so much. I
Okay.
appreciate you. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
thank you very much. Okay, we are calling it a day. So, Dr. Shabnam, I'll call you there and I will take your timings. Yeah.